Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be having Chinese food, and this is
My name is Stephanie Adams.
I think this is the sesame chicken, bourbon chicken, Taiwan chicken, lemon noodles, and a chicken egg roll. And these are cannolis, and that's a cupcake with, I think it's a chocolate cupcake with,
This is somebody's birthday party.
I'm not sure what the icing is, I guess it's vanilla, but, and I'm just I'm not having a diet Coke. Like when I have soda, I have an actual soda. So it's cherry Coca-Cola, and I'm sure I'll go through that, so I have some sparkling water. But I'm pretty hungry, so I'm going to tear this junk up.
And a video about Christine pops up. I don't click. I go away from it. It's pretty creepy. I never had a good vibe. I couldn't ever say there was anything good about David and the Matusowitzes. I just thought there's so much crazy. There's so much. Things start out like how you want them to start out. First described David to me as basically he was a great guy. She fell in love with this man, and they had a beautiful wedding and went on with life and had this awesome family. She had 3 more daughters with him, to a total of 4 girls.
My first impression,
they didn't live in the city itself. They lived in what we call
the sesame chicken is really good, but it's like it's overcooked. It's like a boxer. It's pretty tough.
David was a successful optometrist. In fact, Christine worked for him, and that's how they met. And he was doing quite well financially.
I went to work with Chris. I didn't know a thing about selling contact lenses or glasses, and she could come into the office, say hi, how are you, what's up, and we could be best friends, and then she would switch over to instructor mode, and she was still able to do all of that very gracefully without sounding condescending.
I am Katie Maffa, and I am Christine's daughter from her first marriage. My mom, she was very loving. She was always there for us.
That chicken looks good.
Yeah, the bourbon chicken, that's always on point. It's pretty good.
First day of spring. First day of spring.
Oh, it feels pretty good.
I can't see this. Okay, whose car is this?
My mother's.
So this is the front end of your car?
Yes, ma'am.
So you hit him?
No, ma'am.
Where was your car hit?
In the front, Your Honor.
At least on the bottom of it
There, show me exactly where your car was hit.
has like a lot of juice,
I was
so it's
driving through the
like
intersection.
softer. Like there's a few soft pieces,
Basically where it's depicted.
but a lot of hard stuff.
Okay, so, Miss Enriquez, so just so that you understand, your daughter did speak to the police.
Oh, no,
and when
I'm gonna
she
keep
spoke
on
to the police, she told
going
them
back
that she
there.
had a solid green light. She thought that meant
You
Just-
gotta stay away from there.
left-hand turn.
I
And
might.
that other cars would have
It's just
to
convenient.
yield to her. That's what you told them. Did you read the police?
Oh, you mean the place? I thought you were about to chicken.
Your Honor, but can I
Oh,
interject
what?
something? That she
Hit you
got
with the
stopped,
juice.
and she was also nervous, she was by
Juice.
Listen
herself.
to me, I don't care if she was nervous by herself. If she was nervous by herself being in the car, she should not have been driving your car that had no insurance. What she told the police was, she thought, because she evidently missed that class in school, that when there's a solid green light, she's allowed to make a left turn, because she has the right of way, as opposed to the oncoming traffic, which also has a green light. That's what she thought. The police officer quickly disabused her of that and said,
The defendant turned left and struck my car.
did she strike you or did you strike her?
Well, both of our cars were moving, but it was her fault.
But I didn't say it was her. I want to know either the front end of your car, did it collide with her car or did the front end of her car, you know you're a nudnik, the front end of her car collide with your car?
The front end of her car collided with the front end of mine.
So you were head-on collision?
She was turning left.
I want to see pictures of both cars. So damage, that would answer my question.
Try it again.
May I please have the pictures of both cars? Time prior to today, did you have information that that was the claim, what's your last name? Mears, who was driving. You were never made aware that she said that you were distracted by a cell phone.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Miss Mears, when was the first time you told the authorities that the plaintiff was distracted on his phone?
I didn't, Your Honor.
Well, if you didn't, then it didn't happen. Then that's just an excuse you made today. Because that would be the first thing that would happen if I was involved in an accident and I said it was somebody else's fault.
Excuse
I
me.
would say to the police, who did respond to the scene, did they not?
I'm not listening to that, Mommy.
First thing, relatively the first thing you would say, he was on the phone, I saw him texting, his head was down, because that's what
I'm
you said
bad,
to me,
babe. Just
right?
came out.
Well, that's not true, because if you didn't tell us in the police, it's not true. You understand that, right? Because that's common sense. Can I see the police report, please? And now you're gonna tell me what happened, sir. Come, tell me what happened. No, not here, I don't want, don't get any closer. I just want you to tell me right from there what happened.
So I was driving down the street as depicted, and I was going straight, and the defendant turned left and struck my car.
Did she strike you or did you strike her?
Well, both of our cars were moving, but it was her fault.
But I didn't say. Get her to go away. And the dog was close enough to her so that she could hit the dog with the scooter.
Correct.
Oh, that's too close.
So, however, they were still on my property. My dog.
So good.
So she batted with the scooter at my dog. My daughter came over to take the scooter away, but in the meantime, as my dog was lunging at the scooter, bit the child instead. In the craziness of the mayhem.
How can you responsible?
We're not responsible because we did not open that gate. The children from the other side of the house that were running from away from the fence open the gate.
Oh, who saw that? Who saw that?
When I drove home,
Just a minute. My question is, who saw that?
no one saw them open.
Right. Nobody saw that. And I read your answer very carefully, Ms. Baumgarten. And what you said was
The
historical.
wheels, the wheel part.
The wheel part, you had the handle.
Right.
Okay.
So when she grabbed
You're
the
the
handle,
older daughter? Okay, go ahead.
okay, so she grabbed the wheels of the scooter. When that happened, the dog was able to get around me and get to Joe, and that's when he bit his leg.
Okay, do you have the pictures of the injuries and the medical bills, please?
Yes, it did.
So the wound developed an infection at the stitch site.
Right.
That would have, do you have any medical insurance?
No,
So there was no medical
The
insurance?
flavor of the food is really good.
I am employed.
And your husband?
He's employed. The insurance needs to go through their dad, with their dad lost his job.
But some of it was
This gentleman is not his
No,
father.
no, that's the boyfriend. He lives, he always.
overcooked.
Okay, I'll hear you.
Okay, so when I arrived home on May 11th, I parked in my driveway. I went inside my home, put my dogs on their leash, and walked them to the backyard and closed the fence. As I was walking back around to the front of my home, I noticed the plaintiff and the smallest child in the street with a scooter, and the other two children.
The wheel of good fortune is finally turning in your direction.
Also an opening in the gate that we do not use.
I hope
The
so.
dogs did come out that side of the gate and
Good
were
stuff.
barking at everyone in the yard at this point. I ran over to the dogs, as did my daughters, and we were trying to get the dogs away and put them back in the home.
Bought the car, and I have the text stating here that she bought the car and was paying for it.
Let me explain something to you. These people were married and had 3 children in 2011. She says, and I don't think that you could prove otherwise, that this was the family car.
Oh my god, this is a lot of icing.
Neither does the state
Look
care
at that.
whose name it was in.
That wasn't a family car.
He had another car?
Daniel didn't have it.
Just a second. Did he
Like
have another
nasty.
vehicle?
No, he did not. And Danny didn't have a driver's license.
I don't care whether he had a driver's license or not. They went
There can be
out
such a
as
thing as like
family.
too much
They had
icing.
3 children. They went to the doctor. They got picked up from school. They went grocery shopping.
Well, you'd have to ask her because they lived
No,
together.
you have to ask Daniel.
Well, they lived together off and on. I don't know how many years in
Let
my
me
home.
explain something to you, Miss Sneed. You're not getting
I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat it or
$5,000
not.
from her.
It's all the icing, but
You wanna sue her and Daniel.
I hate wasting
Great
food.
for you, but you're not getting $5,000 from
Well,
her.
then I'll take the car back, and it's sitting in storage, and she owes $800.
Just a second. Take the car back.
I can't. It's in her name. Title's in her
Just a
name.
second. She'll sign it over to you. Do you have a title to the car?
No.
She has the title. She'll sign it over to you, right? You've got a new car.
She owes
Would you do me a
$800.
favor? Would you please hand her the title and let her sign it over